О, вітаю вас, дорогі церковь. Hello, greetings from Ukraine to Harbor Shores in America. This is my home, this is Ukraine. This is the village of Ivanovka, and this is the house where we live. On each floor of our house, there's a different foster family. The first family moved in 9 years ago, which is when I moved here to Ukraine. And at that time, it was just one family who took in 5 orphans. Like Max here, he was 12, the oldest we had at the time. He's now 21 years old. And that's the original family, Sergey and Anya. They started with 5, started growing, and now they have 10 kids total. Max is 21, and the baby is 1.5. Then there was Gen and Lita. They moved in 2 years later. They started with 2 orphans, grew to 5, and then now they have 10 kids as well. Their oldest, Anya, is 19, and the youngest, Yeva, she's 4 years old. The last family was Yuri and Alona Lanafuk. They moved in with the biological brother and sister, added another girl the next year, and then now they've grown to a family of 5 kids as well. So altogether, that means 25 kids in the house. And as you can imagine, that keeps us pretty busy. I thank God every day for the chance to show Jesus to these kids, to show them that they are fearfully and wonderfully made. Sometimes that just means going to concerts, going to their sporting events, taking them out, just showing them how much they matter. Time with them is invaluable. It grows the trust and love and bond between you. And once they have that, then you can start, they start to believe that there is a love that won't fail them, won't abandon them, and you point them to Jesus. It really is incredible to watch God write the redemption story of these kids' lives. From abused, neglected, and unwanted, to now being part of a family who loves and values them. These kids used to live without any hope, and now they know the greatest hope of all mankind, Jesus Christ. He is calling them to himself one by one. He is healing their wounds and revealing his never-ending love for them. We are simply instruments in his hands, and we pray he'll use us to train them up to live sold out for Jesus, to desire Christ-centered families of their own, and to serve him the rest of their lives. We thank God for everything he does in their lives and allowing us to be a part of it. May God break the cycle of their past and establish a legacy of Jesus, a legacy we pray will change their lives and the future of this great nation. You've probably seen and heard in the news that Ukraine is undergoing a massive transition. In the past 18 months, we've been part of a people's revolution. A modern-day European capital was barricaded and defended by citizens armed only with a desire for a better future, one free of corruption and Soviet-era oppression. But this change has come at great cost to the people. Not only did we lose so many on Maidan, but now we're in a war with Russia, who's invaded and is occupying our eastern lands. This has created over 1 million refugees in Ukraine, several dozen of which have been placed by the government just outside of our city, Zhytomyr. Boxes full of donations from Harbor Shores have been passed out at this refugee camp. I often see kids wearing a jacket or a Noblesville t-shirt or a Purdue hat. Your financial donations have also been able to be used to buy games for the kids so they're not so bored, and fruit and treats for the families that live there. Every time I go there, they always tell me to tell you thank you for loving them and caring for them. Since I moved back into the village this last year, I've really felt a pull to stay here. I really love being close to the kids, and I see the benefit it has in their lives. So I'm asking for prayer that if God wills it, I'll be able to raise the funds to buy a house where I can live alongside a new family, where we can be used by God to give even more orphans a loving home and the hope-filled message of the gospel.